Good morning, students. Standard 4, Subject Science, Bridge Course. Water is one of the most important resource on earth. All living things like small organisms, plants and animals need water to survive. People use water for various purposes like bathing, drinking, brushing, washing, cooking, then etc. Rain is one of the main sources of water. Water is the most abundant substance on the earth. It fills the seas, rivers, and lakes. In the atmosphere, water is present in huge quantities as vapor and clouds. The following are the sources of water. First one, river water and lake water. The next second one, sea water. Third one, well water. Fourth one, spring water. The last fifth one, underground water. All the water that we get comes from rain. When it rains, some water flows over the ground, giving rise to streams and rivers. Some water gets collected in low-lying areas such as ponds and lakes. The flow of the river is blocked by building a dam across it. Some rainwater seep into the ground as underground water. First one, lake. L-A-K-E, lake. Lake is a large area filled with water surrounded by land. Large area means big place. It is usually a part of a river or some other water source. Lake is an area filled with water. Man-made lakes created when dam is built on a river is called a reservoir. Small areas filled with water are called ponds. The next second one, sea water. Sea and ocean. Sea water. Due to the presence of more amount of salt, sea water is called saline water. Sea water is called saline water. It is not suitable for irrigations. Irrigation means farming and as well as drinking. The next one, sea water has salinity of approximately 3.5% or 35 parts per thousands. This means that every 1000 milli of sea water contains 35 grams of salt. Sodium chloride dissolved in it. The next one is well water. When the earth's surface is dug deep, water reservoirs are found above the rocks. The depth of a well varies from place to place. Well water contains suitable impurities depending upon the nature of soil. The next water is spring water. Sometimes the accumulated underground water applies pressure on the rocks and comes out the earth's surface in the form of a spring from any available opening. This water is called spring water. The spring water usually contains dissolved salts and minerals, but it is free from suspended impurities. The next one, underground water. During rainfall, part of the rainwater gets absorbed in the soil. It flows through various layers of the soil till it reaches hard rock where it is get accumulators to form reservoir. This reservoir of water is the underground water. This water may contain soluble salt of calcium and magnesium. Then next, the underground water is made available for human uses. For example, bathing, washing, as well water or spring water. The next topic is water cycle. Water cycle, the continuous cycle through which water is circulate by different process like evaporation, condensation and precipitation is called a water cycle. In nature, water keeps changing its states. Let us see how this happens. Due to the sun heat, water is ocean and rivers changes into water vapor and rise up. The first steps: water becoming water vapor. Water becoming water vapor on heating is called evaporations. Evaporation, the process in which water is changed into water vapor. The water is changed into water vapor, that is called evaporations. The water is changed into water vapor by the heat of the sun is called evaporations. It takes place from the surface of like rivers, oceans, lakes and ponds. Plants also release water by transpirations. The next stage is condensations. The water vapor when comes into contact with cool air. The water vapor when come into contact with cool air becomes water droplets. This is called condensation method. The process of converting water vapor into water on cooling is called condensations. The next stage is precipitations. The water droplets join together to form clouds. As they get cooler, the droplet become bigger and heavier and fall as rain. If the air is very cold, they freeze to fall as hail of snow. This continuous change of water from one state to another like evaporation, condensation, precipitations in nature is called water cycle. The next topic is importance of water cycle. First point, to improve the availability of groundwater. Availability means availability of groundwater. Increase groundwater level. Okay. Then next, second one, to control the earth's temperature. To control the earth temperature. Then third point, to provide water to plants and animals, especially human beings. Lesson 6, water. Filling the blanks. Then next, worksheet 2, fill in the blanks and using the correct options.